Good morning, church. I'm so glad to be able to spend some time, and I want to bring a devotion based on a story that you can find in 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 15 to 23. It's a story about Elisha and his servant, where they are surrounded by the enemies. Let's read from verse 15. It says, "When the servant of the man of God rose early in the morning and went out, behold, an army with horses and chariots was all around the city. And the servant said, Alas, my master, what shall we do? He said, Do not be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them. Then Elisha prayed and said, O Lord, please open the eyes that he may see. So the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountains was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha." I can relate to the story, and I'm sure some of you can relate to the stories. Sometimes we are so afraid, we are so fearful of the situations that we are in. We lose hope, we have anxiety, we do not know what's going to happen to us. But you know what? God has gone before us. You see, in this story, when Elisha prayed for the servant's eyes to be opened, when the servant opened his eyes, was the angel of armies starting to come? No. It clearly says that the angel of armies was already at the mountain, surrounding them, protecting them. So I want to encourage you, church, take courage and be in faith, because God has gone before you, even before you pray and ask, because He knows of the situation that we are in, the situation that we are going through. He is there to bring us the peace and comfort. Second thing that is very interesting, if you read on to this to the rest of the verses up to verse 23, you will see that God army did not wipe out the enemies. Like, God, you send the angel of armies on to surround the enemies, but you did not wipe them out. What's up with that? You see, God sometimes does not remove our problem. He is there to give us the assurance, to give us the peace, to bring us comfort that He is with us and that He will not allow anything to harm us. But He did not remove the problem, because when you read on, you can see that Elisha has a different understanding of what God wants to do compared to the servant. Elisha actually brings the enemy to see the king of Israel and actually feed the enemy. And because of that, the enemy, has retreated and did not come back to attack them. You see, church, sometimes we want God to remove our problem. But no, God is always there in the midst of our problem. And He at times wants us to go through that because there is a greater purpose that He wants to achieve. So, church, I want you to take courage on two main things from this devotion. Number one, know that God has gone before us to prepare a way, and He is there to bring us peace and comfort and assurance that He will not allow anything to hurt us, to harm us. And He is there to bring us the peace and comfort that He is in control. Number two, if you find that why God did not remove your problem, your situation, be at peace, because God has a greater plan to bring you to where He wants you to be. There may be a character development that He wants you to have. There may be a greater purpose that sometimes that we do not see, but He is in control. And I just pray that we can learn to trust in God. Remember, God's silence does not mean God's absent. He is always there for us. And I pray that whatever that you're going through, that you know that God has gone before you and that He is with you. I hope you will find understanding and peace in today's devotion.